This just proves that the Cleveland Cavaliers are so hated by the NBA as they have been going through it with injuries, battling injuries left and right, having to sit players. But you know what the NBA does? They fine the Cavaliers for the second time within 30 days, maybe within 3 weeks at this point, and hit them with another big old paycheck. Say, Dan Gilbert, Koby Altman, pay up. Just because they wanted to sit Garland against the Raptors, but play him against the Clippers? We're going to dive into the full fine that the Cleveland Cavaliers just received within the last hour. Before we get into that, hit that subscribe button because you're getting 2 videos about the Cavs in one day from both of the creators of Cavs Digest. Just under 72% of you are not subscribed. That is so many people that are missing out on consistent updates about the Cavaliers. And with this up and down roller coaster of a season the Cavaliers have had, if you are not subscribed, you're missing out on so much. So hit the subscribe button. Now let's dive into the news surrounding the Cavaliers. Here is the report from Shams Charania. The NBA has fined the Cleveland Cavaliers $250,000 for violating player participation policy for not making Darius Garland available for a nationally televised game versus a non-national game. That's your reasoning? We're going to dive into this because I hear both sides of it. I hear the sides that are like, it's load management. You can't do this. You can't choose when to sit a guy when it's load management, especially when it comes to specifically like national televised games, because people want to see their favorite players play, and that's the whole load management that the NBA has been battling with. They've been battling with teams trying to find teams more seriously. But in case you're wondering, there's not been that many fines this year, but the Cavs have received 2. The Clippers, maybe. You want to think about that? You want to think about the fact that they've been paying Kawhi Leonard? I mean, why haven't they been fined for that? Like, why hasn't there been more work going on surrounding the Cleveland Cavaliers or surrounding fines and load management? The other side of it is like, the one side of it is the players want to play, that fans want to watch their favorite players play, and you shouldn't be sitting guys in the televised games because people want to watch them play, blah, 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 and it's part of the rules. Only sit guys when they're hurt, because if Darius Garland was actually hurt, it wouldn't matter. They wouldn't have received this fine. Darius Garland. Now, we're going to talk more about Darius Garland because, in my opinion, he shouldn't be playing basketball. Not only has he been playing like hot cock-a-dookie butt, this dude, Darius Garland, is definitely hurt and playing on one foot at this point. But you guys be like, oh, but we need Darius Garland. Matt, you said 2 weeks ago that Darius Garland, the Cavs are better when Darius Garland's on the court. Yeah, not when he's shooting brick after brick after brick after brick, building me a whole downtown LA household. What he could be doing instead is just sitting, getting full heel on this toe, and maybe we could take it off here or just try to be mediocre until the deadline. So when he comes back fully healthy, and I mean fully healthy, because right now he's just not even close to that. Okay, he's just not even close to fully healthy. I watched him go down in the game against the Hawks that eliminated us from the NBA Cup. He went down holding his toe again. He was doing it again. He's basically playing on one foot. So is he actually hurt? I think the Cleveland Cavaliers shouldn't get this fine. Let me tell you why. Because if you're going to spew, actually, you know what? I'll save it. But here is another opinion on the fine. Actually, let's go into the fine details. Here we go. New York, December 4th, 2025. That is today. Cleveland Cavaliers fined $250,000. Dude, that's a lot of Chipotle bowls, eh? The NBA announced today that the Cleveland Cavaliers have been fined $250,000 for violating the team's player participation policy. Alliteration, shout out. The league's investigation confirmed that Darius Garland, a star player under the policy, was able to play in one of the team's 2 games on November 23rd against the LA Clippers and November 24th against the Toronto Raptors. The violation occurred when the Cavaliers failed to make Garland available for the team's nationally televised game on November 24th, instead making him available on the November 23rd game, which was a nationally televised game, which was not a nationally televised game. So, is the NBA kind of just prioritizing join the Digest team, by the way, are they just prioritizing their media partners and just trying to make more money? No, that's not why. But the biggest thing is that what in the hell does this investigation mean? What does it mean? Garland is hurt. Sitting a guy that's hurt, is the NBA just trying to say that you should be rostered as an injury? Like, Garland is hurt. What does the NBA want the Cavs to do? Just not play him at all? You're lucky you got him on November 23rd. Shoot, we're lucky we beat the damn Clippers at this point. And you're telling me that you got fined for it? Show me the player participation policy. I want to read the full damn thing. I want to read the full thing because let me tell you guys something. Of course, I do think that Garland shouldn't be playing, and this fine wouldn't have happened. I think he should be sitting because he's hurt and he is playing like crap. And we're going to talk about his stats in a second, but he's not playing good enough to even play to begin with. So he should just be sitting because he's bad. Let alone, not because we are better with him on the court, but he's playing like garbage. But why can't we just simply sit him and? He should be sitting anyways. So it's like, this doesn't matter. He should be sitting anyways. But so the NBA should be lucky that he's getting shown on any televised games at this point. But that's the thing. The fine's avoided if the Cleveland Cavaliers just listened and sit Darius Garland due to his injury, or if Darius Garland was smart and wanted to sit. But now let's dive into more details about Darius Garland, because I think Darius Garland has been really, really bad. And this is a fan that agrees with me. And I'm going to dive more into that. But let's look at Garland's stats. 34% from the three, 34% from the field on 14 points in 28 minutes. I don't think that this is updated from yesterday's game where they lost to who they play. I don't remember who they played yesterday, but they lost. Oh, the Trailblazers. Elite basketball team the Blazers are, guys. Elite. Garland actually did play yesterday against the Blazers, and he shot 2 for 12, I think, from 3, 2 for 10. He shot like crap. But look at his stats. Those stats, as I said, I don't even know if it's updated from yesterday's game, but those stats are not Darius Garland-like. Proving my point more. He shouldn't be playing. I already see the comments. I already see you guys. But Matt, he's playing hurt. Of course his stats aren't up to par. You help nobody by playing injured. You hurt your recovery. One, you hurt your recovery. Two, you're going to hurt the team when you play like hot garbage. And why not? I don't play fantasy basketball, but you're hurting your fantasy owners when they see that you're playing and they start you in the lineup. Stop playing hurt. Stop playing hurt. But anyways, this is, I'll be honest, I think this is an absolute, we'll go back to the fine. Actually, let's read the fan opinion. Apparently, NBA, shout out Carlton Christopher with the Cavs flag. Shout out you, Carlton. Apparently, the hashtag NBA wants to see players injured. How many more wear and tear and overuse injuries need to be seen? Another idiotic fine for the Cavs, who have been killed by playoff injuries and are trying to work Garland back from his injury. Someone responded saying, don't load manage, maybe follow the rules, and then said, F an idiot. I wasn't going to show that, but yeah, that's what the one reply says to Carlton Christopher. I'll be honest. I don't know if the fine is bad. I think the rule is kind of stupid, that you should have to prioritize the NBA televised games. I understand people want to watch Garland play, but to be honest, after what he did yesterday, I'd rather watch paint dry than watch Garland shoot a three-pointer. Or watch the Cavs play at this point. So, but back to the reality of this fine. I think it's stupid. I think it sucks that Garland, who is playing hurt already, which shouldn't be happening, has to prioritize the televised games. It makes sense for marketing reasons, and if it is a policy, you should follow the policy. But the thing is, I don't think it should be a rule. I don't think the Cleveland Cavaliers should have to pick and choose when Garland is feeling like he can play. Because, yeah, load management sucks. I understand that. But Garland is hurt, and he's just trying to get on the court. So if he wants to play and he's being ruled as healthy or good enough to play, good to go, then I guess the Cavaliers are going to have to choose wisely now. I guess that's it. But, yeah, the NBA sucks. The Cavs suck. No, the NBA doesn't suck. I love the NBA. I love the Cavs. But this is just a cherry on top for what's been happening the Cavs season. This exact moment defines the Cavs right now. They can't even play their guys without losing money. So let me know what you guys feel about this fine. Is the NBA in the right? Are the Cavs in the right? Who's in the wrong? Whatever. Let me know in the comments below. Subscribe to this channel because a lot of you are missing out. Join the Digest team. Looking at the description below. And comment. Share your thoughts. Share this video with your friends. I'm Matt Palange, and thanks for joining me here, Cavs Digest.